Hey there, you great people. I hope you've all been really well. Some of you asked since I've had my brand new magnet kitchen done and flooring and everything else, the whole kitchen renovation done, about me doing a cooking video in my kitchen. And I was thinking about having a barbecue today, but I did not get up literally till about 4 o'clock this afternoon. Sorry, but yeah, it's true. And looking at the weather forecast on my Samsung tablet right there, the weather for about the next 5 days, if the tablet is correct, ain't looking good either. It's like 80–90% chance of rain every day for at least the next 5 days. I hope the tablet's wrong because I'd love a barbecue in the next few days, but we'll see. But for now, it's the first time on this channel in my new kitchen. I'm bringing you this video now, which is Paul's Jumbo King Prawn Bhuna, sweet and spicy dish. I'm calling it Bhuna after the Indian curry, the Bhuna, which uses a predominant amount of fresh tomatoes and stuff like that, just like I've done in this. So I really do hope you enjoy this video. Literally fry off your onions in about 2 tablespoons of oil. Sorry, the camera's seen up. In this case, I've used rapeseed oil, and that's 3 small to medium onions for about 7 or 8 minutes until a nice goldeny colour and translucent, just like this. Another trick I use as well, if you don't want your dish, whether it be your curry, your stir fry, whatever it may be, if you don't want it to get too oily, instead of keep adding oil all the time, once everything's absorbed everything, I'll just add a little splash of cold water out the kitchen tap. Anyway, what I'm going to do now is, I've got 12 jumbo raw king prawns here, and I've seasoned them with a little bit of garlic, maybe about half a teaspoon, a 1/4 teaspoon of ginger, some black pepper, some pink Himalayan sea salt, and some of this, which is actually from Cape Town, South Africa, and I bought yesterday. It's like a Caribbean jerk seasoning with different spices in. I've also put on the actual prawns to help hold the seasoning on better. I've actually put on some of this Filippo Brio chili flavoured olive oil, and I've also put some lemon juice, probably about a tablespoon on them. So what we're going to do now, if I just put you there, I'm just going to add these prawns. Oh shit, didn't know that was on. Add these prawns to the wok, and these, you can see, these will take, they're quite big as you can see, jumbo raw king prawns. These on about medium heat in this wok will take about 5 or 6 minutes or so. Right, that's the prawns all in there. Might even tip a bit of them. Oh, there's another one. Right, as you can see now, the prawns have turned that nice sort of light orangey colour. Please do not overdo the prawns, because if you do, they'll end up very chewy, like bullets, and really tough. Right, the next step, if I put you here now, is I've got 10 cherry tomatoes there, sort of quarters and halves, and put them in a measuring jug. I'm going to add a tin of really good Don Mario chopped Italian tomatoes, and some what's left in this tube of tomato puree. So I'll put you there a minute. The tomatoes as well, I have seasoned with just salt and pepper. Oh, it's almost gone everywhere. So yeah, just add the tomatoes. And then pour this into there. What I do as well with the tomatoes to get the juice and stuff out, I just run water in it in the can, just get the residue. Got a lot of nice flavour in there, and tip that in the pan as well. So yeah, we're going to bring that now up to sort of a very gentle boil, and once it gets to that point, we're going to turn the gas down then to about 2 out of 6 on the ring, so like a low to medium. As you can see now, I've given it about 5 minutes on sort of medium high. It's like a bit of a rolling boil. I'm now going to turn that right down to like a low, like 1 or 2 on the gas. And at this point as well, I'm also going to add these other prawns. The reason I'm adding them now is, rather than earlier with the other ones, is these are jumbo cooked king prawns, whereas the ones you see me fry towards the start of this video were raw, so I've kept them completely separate from each other. These ones here, there's about 8 in there. I've seasoned them with exactly the same as the other ones, so a bit of garlic, a bit of ginger, the Caribbean jerk seasoning, lemon juice, that chili olive oil, and salt and pepper and stuff. I'm going to drop them in now. I'm even going to take that juice from the bag and just tip it in there as well, just to add a little bit more flavour. We'll give that about... Sorry about the audio here, I must have had my finger literally over the microphone on the GoPro. We simmer this now for about 15-20 minutes on a lowish heat. So, after about 20 minutes I've done on a low temperature of simmering, that's the curry just about done now. I've reduced it down quite a bit, and it is important to do it on a low temperature because you do want to reduce it down to get it to the correct thickness, but also you don't want to overcook the prawns, so it's important you do it on low and slow to reduce it down. One thing I forgot to mention as well is I've added about probably 3/4 teaspoon of coriander. It was a powdered form because unfortunately I ain't got a coriander plant. I normally have one on my windowsill up here, but I don't, because I like to actually get them the fresh coriander or cilantro leaves and chop them in right at the end when the cooking's done. I'm going to call this, I'm going to name it after an Indian dish called the Bhuna, which is, I think it's a South Indian dish, or curry, which is heavily based on tomatoes. And I put quite a lot of tomatoes in this, so I'm going to call this my Paul's Jumbo King Prawn Hot and Spicy Bhuna, or Sweet and Spicy Bhuna even. And one other thing as well, if you don't have any lemon juice or fresh lemons like I've got here, and these are some beautiful lemons, what I do sometimes if I don't is, if you're lucky like me and you actually have one of these lemon trees on your windowsill or in your garden, it's really good to get one of these light green leaves off, one of the light green fresh ones, which by the way they smell awesome, and put that in the dish at the start of the simmering process, because that lemon flavour coming out is awesome. I'm going to serve my Jumbo King Prawn Bhuna now, because I'm going to cheat with one of these that Mum brought. You see, you literally stab it a couple of times with a fork and do it for 1 minute in the microwave. And I'm going to do it with some of these reduced garlic and coriander naan breads. You can literally put them in the toaster for a minute or so, or you can actually just moisten them with a bit of water on both sides and put them in the oven for about 3 or 4 minutes on about 180 or something like that. I hope you enjoyed this video anyway. Just a little bit of fun. I thought I might as well film while I'm cooking. Please do go ahead and check out other great content and playlists on this Paulbhustlin85. And also don't forget to like, especially subscribe, and hit that notification bell. Well, I'm going to enjoy the curry now with a little glass of wine. Carry on watching the football. Have yourselves a great evening, and thanks as always for the support.